Nascif Neto. I work at SAS developing this application we call the Visual Analytics Explorer. It's basically an exploratory tool which allows you to create, and that's such a poor data set, man. Let me load you a better data set. It's basically an ad hoc exploratory tool. What it means is that it's going to allow you to, using SAS analytics and visualization tools. You see here I'm loading a SAS data set from my OMR, so it's tightly integrated with the SAS offering. But basically what it does is makes it very easy for you to generate visualizations on the fly so that you can explore and learn something about your data. Here I'm finding the frequency of different models for car makes, right? And let's say I'm interested, I want to be green and I want to see how mileage plays with that. And I can come and change my aggregation to average and then sort by that. And probably, big surprise, Xeon actually has some of the best models, probably because they're smaller.
So is this completely via the web? It's not like an EG where it's not an application on your machine necessarily? Excellent
question. It's web-based, right? We're trying to make it no install cost at all and very easy to use. It doesn't require you to write any line of code.
So from the user's client's perspective, they just need the web browser. Does that connect to a BI server, or how does it get to the data?
Yes, it's going to be available to you through the regular BI server. You can both load data from your own machine, so let's say your data is not with your IT department yet, that's not a problem, but if it is, we can also access that.
So how do you build your visualization? Is that something that you can import a stored process to do, or is it completely...
You could generate a data set with the output of your stored process, and then you can load that here on that tool.
Great.
And we're working into integrating more and more with SAS, so at some point we might have a direct connection to the output of the stored process too.
So once you create your graphs, how do you export it to different formats? For example, if you want to print it with high resolution.
Excellent question. Right now we can get a visualization and save that as an image. We're looking into saving it as PDF as well, and we also research how we can generate something that's interactive that you can keep in your laptop, for example, but still do some interaction and filtering with it.
Yeah, I'm curious, how does the data get loaded? Is it going to be resident and local to your browser, so if you get disconnected from the internet, you can still look at it, or is it constantly getting it from the server?
The current version, when you create the exploration, that's the term we use for that, the data is uploaded to the server, so you get just the chunks from the server that you need. We're exploring at some point having a disconnected version that would do what you're talking about. But the first version, the data basically resides on the server and we bring just what you need to do the visualization.
I see. How is this different than, say, Web Report Studio or Jump, which are other products that are similar?
Sure. With Web Report Studio, it's similar in terms of the architecture.
Right.
They're both BI server-based, both web-based. We like to say that this is for what we call exploratory data analysis. So you have the data, but you don't know the questions you want to add. You don't know exactly which questions, you're just exploring. We give you both visualization and analytics to find those facts about the data that may later result in a report. So the tools, there is a nice handover from one tool to the other. With Jump, they're more similar, I would say, in terms of the purpose of the tool. This tool has its focus being one web-based, so you don't have to install, don't have to have it in your machine. And also we try to have it what we call intuitive analytics, so you don't need to have a lot of expertise in statistics to be able to get value from the tool.
How does it connect to the metadata server from SAS? Does it know all of the various, like let's say if you have a stored process or you have a data set stored in a metadata server, can it have access to all of those?
As long as they're registered in your metadata server, you can browse and get to those things, yes.
Okay.
So you'll be able to navigate and find what you want.
Okay. How is this implemented on the browser side? I guess you just need the browser and the connection.
As long as you have a Flash player, which pretty much everybody have, you're okay.
But on the server, is that a new BI component, or what is that?
It's just going to be another one of the BI applications you're going to have installed in your server. Right, so the same way you're going to have your Web Report Studio or your dashboard, you're going to have the VAE server.
So the target are desktop users on their web browsers, not necessarily mobile, since it's using Flex, is that right?
That's correct, for that first version, right? Our BI has an entire strategy that's going to cover all the mobile platforms that some point, so we have some capabilities on mobile as well.
Okay, but at the moment it's going to be Flash running on a web browser.
That's correct.
That's great. Great, thanks a lot.
Sure.